It happened live, unfiltered, raw, and absolutely explosive. Mendeecees went from calm to furious in seconds, and the internet watched it unfold in real time. With his phone shaking in his hand and his voice cracking between rage and heartbreak, he stared directly into the camera and dropped a bombshell no one saw coming. Yandy betrayed me. Don't tell me to stay calm. I've been quiet for too long. Within minutes, clips from the stream were everywhere. TikTok edits, Twitter threads, YouTube reactions. But it wasn't just the shouting that stunned fans, it was what came. Next, a voice recording began to circulate. One that sounded eerily familiar. A woman, whispering, laughing, plotting. He won't find out. He still thinks I'm loyal. Was it Yandy? Fans were divided, but Mendeecees wasn't. He slammed his phone on the table, eyes locked on the screen. You want receipts? I got 'em all. And tonight, I'm airing it all out. Now the question is, what exactly did Yandy do? And how deep does the betrayal go? You won't believe what's about to surface. Mendeecees and Yandy Smith-Harris were once reality TV royalty. Their love story played out in front of millions on Love and Hip Hop. With tearful moments, prison visits, wedding vows, and social media confessions. They were supposed to be one of the rare couples who made it through the chaos. But what fans didn't know is just how many cracks were forming beneath the surface, behind the flashy Instagram photos and red carpet appearances. Things weren't as picture perfect as they seemed. Let's rewind. When Mendeecees went to prison years ago, Yandy held it down. She fought for him, stood by his side, raised the kids, and gained the sympathy and admiration of fans. But what wasn't shown on screen was the tension building behind closed doors. The miscommunication, the jealousy, the rumors. Even back then, whispers circled the internet. Yandy's just doing this for the camera. She's not being loyal behind the scenes. Why doesn't Mendeecees trust her? Fast forward to his release, their reunion. Should have been the beginning of something new, a fresh chapter, stable family life. But instead, things only got messier. From cryptic posts to deleted lives, fans started noticing odd behavior. Yandy began traveling more. Mendeecees looked distant in photos. And more importantly, they stopped posting each other altogether. And then came the subtle jabs. Mendeecees gave a now infamous interview where he was asked if he'd do the same time for Yandy, if the roles were reversed, and his hesitation. Said it all? I don't know. I mean, that's a tough call. That moment alone made fans question. Was there already distrust bubbling beneath the surface? Soon after, rumors of private phone calls, DMEs, and mysterious male voices on late-night lives began to spread. Blogs picked up the scent. Fake insiders started hinting that Yandy was talking to someone behind Mendeecees' back, and not just anyone, but someone they both knew. But through it all, Mendeecees stayed silent. He didn't respond to trolls. He didn't post indirect messages. He didn't go live. Till now. And that's what made his outburst so shocking, because when Mendeecees finally snapped, it wasn't just frustration. It was the sound of years of silence breaking wide open. He said he'd protected her image for too long, that she made him look like the villain, that he took the hits to protect the family brand. But now, with the alleged leaked calls floating around, his patience had run out. And the saddest part? Didn't even seem angry at first. He looked defeated. Sitting in a dimly lit room, hoodie on, eyes tired, he whispered, "All I ever asked for was loyalty. Not fame, not money, just loyalty." But instead, he claimed he got secrets, shade, and straight-up betrayal. And the live only escalated from there. Viewers watched as he played part of a voice recording that had been anonymously sent to him. And when the woman's voice said, "Just delete your messages when we're done talking," the chat exploded. Thousands flooded the comments. She cheated. That's Yandy's voice. Drop the full tape. But Mendeecees didn't drop at all. Not yet. He looked into the camera and said, "This ain't about clout. It's about truth, and truth's coming out one piece at a time. He ended the live, no warning, no goodbye. It's just black screen. And within minutes, the blogs ran wild. Screenshots. Clips. Hashtag storms. Even fellow Love and Hip Hop cast members started chiming in. But what no one expected, a second clip, a more dangerous one. And it was about to go viral. Only hours after Mendeecees ended his fiery live, a second audio clip surfaced online. And this one. It wasn't just whispers or hints. It was clear, unmistakable, and damaging in the recording. A woman's voice, undeniably Yandy's, can be heard talking to a man whose voice has been distorted. But fans were quick to speculate. It was someone from the Love and Hip Hop production team. And what she says is absolutely devastating. He don't need to know what we talk about. You know, he got anger issues. I say what I have to say to keep him calm, but I'm not dumb. In that one sentence, she not only admitted to manipulating Mendeecees emotionally, but also hiding an ongoing relationship, emotional or otherwise, with someone else. And just like that, all hell broke loose. Twitter threads went wild, Reddit forums blew up, and TikTok. Hundreds of reaction videos with titles like, "Yandy been cheating this whole time." Did Mendeecees just get played on national TV? But it didn't stop there. One particular blogger, known online as the Real Tea Plug, dropped a supposed timeline of secret meetings, stolen glances during filming, and cryptic Instagram posts that now looked way too suspicious in hindsight. One post from Yandy, just 2 weeks ago, read, "Sometimes the one who smiles, the most is carrying the heaviest betrayal." At the time, fans assumed she was talking about outside pressure or family drama, but now many believed it was a guilty confession wrapped in misdirection. And the reaction from Mendeecees? Silence, but not for long. He posted a black screen with a caption that sent chills. "You lied to everyone, even yourself. And now they all get to see who you really are." Suddenly, Yandy, who had long been praised for her loyalty and strength, was now being painted as the manipulator, the strategist, the one who pulled the strings while Mendeecees took the hits. More and more alleged messages began to leak. Screenshots of Yandy texting someone saved as studio guy in her phone. One message read, "He'll be out of town next week. I'll finally have peace." Another said, "I feel trapped, just waiting till the time's right." Now fans were asking, was this emotional infidelity or full-blown affair? And then came the biggest shocker so far. A former assistant who worked with the Smith-Harris household came forward anonymously and told a major entertainment blog, "I used to overhear stuff, late-night calls, secretive trips. But I stayed quiet because who wants to go against a power couple?" But the way she spoke to him behind closed doors, it wasn't love, it was strategy. That statement alone sent shockwaves. Suddenly, even longtime Yandy supporters were rethinking everything. Meanwhile, Mendeecees, once labeled controlling and insecure, was now being recast as the victim of years of quiet deception. But just when you thought the storm had hit its peak, another twist landed. The man Yandy was allegedly calling studio guy. He posted a cryptic Instagram story. "I ain't no side dude. I was the one holding her down when y'all thought she was loyal." And just like that, he exposed himself as the possible third wheel in this crumbling relationship. Now the public had to face someone to dig into, someone to drag, someone to blame. Screenshots of his past photos with vague captions like "late night talks with, squeak night talks with." Queens who really get it were being reshared everywhere. Even fans began comparing timestamps. Yandy in Atlanta. Studio guy's story. Same city, same night. Coincidence? Not anymore. And in the middle of all this chaos, Yandy posted nothing. No denial, no clarification. Just one eerie Instagram story. A white dove emoji. No context. No words. Was it a peace offering? A symbol of guilt? Or something much darker, the calm before the storm. Either way, fans weren't buying her silence. Comments flooded her latest post. "You lied to all of us. Where's the loyalty now? You gaslit him this whole time." But here's where it gets even deeper. A source close to the couple claimed Mendeecees has already contacted a legal team to review the situation, not just for a possible divorce, but also to restructure custody agreements for their children. The insider added, "This isn't just a breakup. This is about reputation, business, kids, and betrayal that's been simmering for years. The entire industry is now watching. VH1 producers are rumored to be rushing to film confessionals, trying to salvage the season with behind the scenes. Fallout and fans. They're glued to every update. But the next twist? It's about to flip everything upside down just when fans thought the worst was over. A third recording leaked, and this time, it wasn't a voice memo or a cryptic message. It was a full-on FaceTime screen recording, allegedly between Yandy and someone she called D, and in the now viral clip, her tone was completely different than the poised, polished version viewers knew from TV. She was relaxed, laughing, vulnerable, dangerous, and her words, "Mendeecees thinks he's got control. Okay, but I've been done since the bid. I stayed because it made sense for the brand, for the camera, for the kids." That sentence alone changed everything. No more speculation. No more assumptions. It was a direct confession that her loyalty may have only been for public image, not love. Within 5 minutes, #Yandy Exposed was trending on X, formerly Twitter. TikTok blew up with lip syncs, breakdowns, and full reaction videos by bloggers, fans, and former castmates. "I stayed because it made sense" became the most repeated meme of the week, turned into sound bites, duets, and even auto-tuned remixes mocking her voice. But things took a turn when a known LHH producer anonymously told an entertainment blog, "This has been going on for years. Yandy was always more strategic than people gave her credit for. She knew what scenes to play sweet in and what to hide. Honestly, Mendeecees never stood a chance." That quote sent social media into overdrive. Now, fans weren't just angry, they were invested. And not everyone was on Mendeecees' side either. Some claimed he's no angel, and this was just karma. One viral tweet read, "Let's not forget Mendeecees' past. Yandy just outplayed him at his own game." Another said, "This is deeper than cheating. This is a power play." Meanwhile, former Love and Hip Hop castmate Kim Bella subtly entered the chat, posting a tweet with popcorn emojis followed by, "Knew that mask would fall off eventually." And that's when it happened. The real twist no one saw coming. A fourth clip, this one leaked from inside a private Zoom meeting, showed Mendeecees having a tense conversation with their family lawyer. He was visibly distressed, his voice cracked. If those kids see that video, I don't know how I explain it to them. That sentence hit differently. It wasn't about fame anymore. It wasn't about internet clout. It was about family, about the kids who had been dragged through the mud. And in that same video, Mendeecees reportedly revealed, "There's more. There's another man, and it's not Studio Guy. It's someone we both trusted." Fans froze. Who was he talking about? Minutes later, the blogs delivered the unthinkable. The man allegedly involved in ongoing calls with Yandy was her ex-manager, a man who helped build their brand, worked with them during their peak TV years, okay? And had access to everything. DMs, passwords, contracts. A deep dive into his social media revealed multiple photos from hotel lounges, private jets, and events. All without Mendeecees, but often tagged with vague captions like, "Some people know your truth, others only know your smile." Now, fans were convinced Yandy had been orchestrating a private second life, one foot in fame, the other in manipulation, and in the middle of this chaos, she finally broke her silence. She posted a video, black background, no makeup, a tear-streaked face. And in the video, she said, "I never said I was perfect. I did what I had to do to protect my peace." on my family. But the internet wasn't buying it. The top comment: protect your peace by destroying someone else's. Another: this ain't an apology. This is PR damage control. But just when it looked like her career was spiraling, she dropped a bombshell of her own. Yandy's official rep released a statement saying, multiple recordings circulating are edited and spliced from unrelated conversations. We are exploring legal action against those responsible. And with that, the tables flipped again. Was this really all just a setup? Are these leaks part of a bigger plan to take Yandy down? Or was this just another layer of deception from a woman whose brand was built on control? At this point, no one knows who to believe. But one thing is clear: this story isn't over. And the final twist? It's still coming. The dust of leaked audios, cryptic posts, and explosive lives began to settle. The online battlefield only got louder. Within hours, hashtags like #TeamYandy and #ProtectMendeecees were trending simultaneously on multiple platforms. Fans were divided, lines were drawn, and the entire situation became a culture war. On TikTok, creators posted breakdowns with side-by-side comparisons of Yandy's live appearances and leaked recordings. One viral video with 2.3 million views pointed out her tone of voice, body language, and even the timestamps on her nails from various clips, accusing her of carefully crafting a double life. Another creator went viral for saying Yandy ain't just a reality star. She's a master manipulator. She played the long game. And Mendeecees, he just woke up in the middle of the war. But not everyone agreed. Instagram comments under Yandy's latest post turned into a digital courtroom. One fan wrote, "Y'all are so quick to judge a woman trying to protect herself. Nobody knows what she's endured in silence." Another snapped back, "Then she should have left, not lead on camera and backstage. Period." Even celebrities started chiming in. Safari, known for jumping into any trending drama, posted on his story, "This why I stay single. Ain't no loyalty anywhere anymore." Erica Mena reposted the clip of Mendeecees crying and added, "Whew, that man is broken. Prayers." But then came Tahiri, who once had her own intense reality TV entanglements, writing, "Sometimes when a woman stops speaking, it's because no one was listening. Bet." And just like that, another wave of speculation began. Was this an indirect defense of Yandy, or shaded her? Blogs grabbed the post, reposted it with headlines like "Tahiri defends Yandy. Real ones see through Mendeecees' tears." Even verified news accounts covering urban entertainment picked it up. The Challenge posted, "The streets are split. Did Yandy lie? Or is she the victim of a smear campaign?" Meanwhile, behind the scenes, Love and Hip Hop producers were allegedly re-editing upcoming episodes, scrambling to feature this real-life drama in the show. According to an insider, this is bigger than a storyline. This is the season. Same time, Mendeecees' PR team allegedly shut down press requests, choosing instead to let the clips speak for themselves. But what fans couldn't stop talking about was the kids. Multiple viral tweets said, "This ain't just tea, it's trauma." There are kids watching their parents destroy each other in real time. And yet, the fans kept watching. Every day, someone uncovered new receipts, old clips of Mendeecees being overly suspicious now reframed as intuition, or throwback videos of Yandy acting off in interviews now dissected for coded language. One post gained traction for pulling up a 2019 Breakfast Club interview where Yandy said, "I've learned to compartmentalize what the world sees and what I deal with at home." At the time, it sounded like normal celebrity speak. Now, fans said it was a red flag. Even people outside the LHH fandom got involved. On YouTube, commentary channels released hour-long videos titled "The Rise and Fall of Yandy Smith," why Mendeecees might actually be innocent relationship strategy or a reality TV victim. In Facebook groups dedicated to the franchise, fans went full FBI comparing outfits, locations, timestamps, even background voices in the leaked calls. Some claimed the leaks were faked, that a third party with a grudge was behind it all. Others swore the drama was 100% real and more receipts were coming. And then, one final ripple hit. A producer from another VH1 series tweeted, then quickly deleted. It's not the first time a storyline leaked too early, but this wasn't supposed to air at all. Now conspiracy theories flooded the internet. Was this all a mastermind marketing plan? Was Yandy the villain or the victim of a deepfake campaign? Or was this just what happens when reality TV collides with real pain? Either way, fans couldn't look away. Because whether you loved her or hated her, Yandy Smith had everyone watching, and Mendeecees. He wasn't done talking yet, just when you thought this drama couldn't possibly get any worse. A fifth leak surfaced, and this one? It didn't just shake the internet, it shattered the foundation of everything we thought we knew about Yandy and Mendeecees. A security camera recording, allegedly from the front office of a luxury condo in Atlanta, began circulating on Reddit and was quickly picked up by gossip blogs. The timestamp: just 3 weeks before Mendeecees' explosive live. The footage, woman believed to be Yandy, walking into the building, hand in hand with the same ex-manager fans had already speculated about. They weren't arguing. They weren't conducting business. They were laughing, flirting, smiling. She wasn't in disguise. She didn't look worried. She looked comfortable. Worse, the man kissed her forehead before she entered the elevator. That 11-second clip ignited a new digital firestorm. One blog screamed, Yandy caught in 4K. Mendeecees was right all along. Another posted side-by-side shots with the caption, not just business, huh sis? Mendeecees, who had remained silent for days, returned to Instagram with a single post. A black screen with 3 words, I told y'all. Fans went wild. Comments flooded in. Apologize to this man right now. He tried to warn us and we doubted him. This is why trust is dead. And just when the internet crowned Mendeecees as the betrayed king of the moment, another account dropped a bombshell that blew the roof off. An anonymous account claiming to be close to Yandy posted screenshots of an email allegedly between Mendeecees and a freelance journalist dated 2 weeks before the initial live rant. In the email, Mendeecees allegedly offered exclusive access to a developing scandal involving his partner in exchange for a feature and control over final edits. Wait, was this all part of his plan? Did Mendeecees leak his own pain for publicity? Suddenly, the narrative began to crack down the middle. Some fans were furious. You mean to tell me he manufactured the whole breakdown for clout? Others didn't care. Even if he leaked it, she still cheated. Point still stands, but the damage was done. Now both of their hands looked dirty. As pressure mounted, Mendeecees took to live once more. His voice lower this time. His tone heavier. I'm not going to sit here and act like I handled everything perfectly, but don't think for a second I made this up. The pain was real. Then came the final twist. Yandy posted a news story, just a black background with a single sentence. There's one voice recording I haven't released yet. That's it. No explanation, no context, no caption, just a cold warning and a promise that the storm isn't over. And now, everyone's waiting. Will that final recording expose Mendeecees' own lies? Was Yandy the real puppet master all along? Or are they both so tangled in truth and deception that no one will come out clean? One thing's for sure, this isn't the end, it's only the beginning of war. And now we're left with one question, who's really telling the truth? Was Mendeecees a heartbroken man, finally exposing the betrayal he's endured for years? Or was this a calculated move, a viral PR play that weaponized public sympathy to take down the very woman who built him back up? And what about Yandy? Is she hiding behind silence to protect herself? Or is she sitting on a voice recording that could destroy Mendeecees' entire story in one tap? We may never know the full truth. Or maybe we're about to. Because if that final voice note ever leaks, everything we thought we knew could. Flip again, so now it's your turn. Drop your take in the comments.